Good morning, people. Let's see. Today is August 20th. The days keep going by and by and by. Next thing you know, you die. That wasn't a nice thing to say, was it? I'm sorry. I was rhyming, okay? I was rhyming with what I was saying. But it's true. If we don't get out there and do things with our life, pretty soon it's passed us by. And then we die. So, terrible or not, it is a fact. Unless Jesus comes, we all got to die. But it might not be such a bad thing, people. We have to remember that because it's part of this life, okay? You are born and you die. And you can hope to live some fruitful life. I was going to say lives, but no, I don't know about that. I know other people do think that. Maybe it's true. I don't know everything. All I know is we do have more than one life to live. We had a pre-existence where we grew up. And we didn't wait until we were old to leave, okay? We grew up and we came here. Of course, we probably stayed, we were immortal, so we stayed young. We hadn't really gotten a body that's going to get old on us, But we have now. But the best you can do is live your life to the fullest. And we just think we're going to live forever, especially when we're young. You're immortal. That's what you think, but you're not. But we all think we have time. Time is too short for those who wait. Really what it said was time is too slow for those who wait. And time is too quick or fast for those that are really busy. So you need to make sure you're busy about doing good things instead of making wrong choices. And there you are. You're off dilly-dallying around, wasting time when you could be with your important people. Let's take a scenario. We grow up. We hit our teenage years, and all we want to do is get with the opposite sex, And everything that we do from then on is about being pretty or handsome or tough or a stud or whatever, so we can attract the opposite sex. And not just attract it, we want it, okay? It's kind of like a dog in heat. Excuse me, but it is. I can remember. And it's not just a 16, actually. That's just starting. So you take in your 20s and you're not with somebody, then you're wanting to be with somebody. I know, I've got hair everywhere. I did do my hair today, but it's all, I don't know what it is. Not pretty. It's rough looking, okay? It's not smooth. I like smooth hair. I feel like there's a mark on my nose. And I'm swinging on the porch, trying to decide if I'm going to go out there and walk in the rain. I don't think it's raining right this minute, but it was. It's wet out there. It'd be my luck, I'd get around the corner and it'd start raining on me. But I figured I'd stop here for a minute and talk and swing and have a drink of my drink. And I really don't know. I don't have a subject to talk about, I need to have a notebook all the time because there are some great subjects and things I need to do. And I would hope that someone would listen. But it needs to be worthwhile listening to, doesn't it? I can't help singing either and humming and all that stuff. So part of the time I'm happy, part of the time I'm sad. But I'm going to strive to be happy. Just need to get some things done, get some things all, like I said, ducks in a row. You gotta get your ducks in a row. And I have started on that, so I feel good about that. I've started on a few things. It's just that it takes time, and I'm waiting to be able to afford to pay for the car. And then I got to get the stuff got to have insurance and registration so I can drive it and some gasoline. And then I need to figure out my sound system, which would be my phone. So I need to figure that out, how I can take it down the road with me and have music playing and not running out of juice, meaning my battery. I want to go across country, and if I have some really killer music going on, then that will make it a lot easier. It will. I know from experience. Because I had a lot of favorite songs years ago, and when cassette tapes were there, and I even did CDs too, but that's been so long ago, I don't know how to do any of that. And the car, I don't think, has a CD player. You have to use your phone. Because you have to, what is it they call it? Up with the times, It's like the kids know everything about our technology that we don't. And then when we ask them to help us out, they come over and do it, and they act like we're just stupid. Instead of showing us how to do it, they just come and do it real quick. And then have their little disgusted look on themselves because we don't know anything and they do. Unless you got some good kids, okay? There are some that will help you out. Maybe they won't be like that. But I don't know how to do anything unless that's hands-on. Someone has to show me and then I have to do it. But otherwise, I'm not going to remember it. And even then, I might have trouble remembering it. I don't know. I always feel like I got a hair in my face and on my nose. So, I guess I better stop rocking because it makes me sick sometimes. I get, like my drink. Okay, my drink has this. It's not supposed to be a sweetener. What is it supposed to be? Stevia. Okay, it is a sweetener, but it is not sugar. See, if a sweetener makes you sick, then that's a problem. So I'm not sure if I want to take this drink or not. What I've got is, I went ahead and bought some, I told you about it before, hydrating water, and it's also a pH balanced water, okay? I wouldn't normally go to the extent of paying for water because I paid for a Brita, and that does clean up the water, but I don't know about the pH. And pH balance is pretty important, but I don't know much about that either because that's my question. If the body is supposed to be a 7.4, why is the alkaline water a 9.5? Is that so that when we drink it, it takes the other thing down to the 7.4? It mixes with it or something? I don't know. But I do know one thing. I think I will get up and take a chance. It's kind of chilly out here, too. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's chilly. I got pedal pushers on. That's what they called them in the old days. They're capris, I guess. So I have a pair of capris on and a t-shirt. And I've got a feeling that's not enough. But maybe if I go pump my blood a little bit, it'll be okay. Maybe I'll just stay on this road instead of going around the block, just in case the rain starts to pour again. I can see blue skies up through the clouds, though. You see the clouds? And then I can see some blue up there. So, maybe they already had their rain for today. So I'll have some more water. And the sweetener is stevia. And it's not, it's a natural plant. It's not artificial. And it's not sugar. But I'm telling you, if it makes me sick, then there's a problem. So it might still have a problem. Because I have been told, probably by a doctor, that a sweetener is a sweetener. You know, they're not just talking about sugar, but they call it sugar diabetes. So, and it's what your body can do with sugar is the problem. So, I'm not explaining it well because I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I just know that you want to stay away from sugar. And so I was feeling good about stevia. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to still feel good about stevia. Oh, and I'm going to get up and go try to walk. Got my glasses on my shirt. So I really don't need them. And all the cars are gone. Look at that. No cars in the driveway. There's one over there. I don't know what's going to happen when mine shows up. So I'm afraid. I'm afraid I won't have anywhere to put my jalopy. Now, when I call it a jalopy, that's not a bad word. Okay? It's a car. It's just another word for a car. A means of transportation. Here comes a couple of bikes. I can get in the road. I can do that. So there you go, guys. I made room. And they've got a weird person walking their neighborhood. And they came out in the street anyway. Any old who. I'm just going to take a little walk. I can feel it in my butt. So yeah, I'm out of shape because I have not walked. Here I am, just a little teeny bit of walking, and I can feel it in my legs and my buttocks. Silly little girl. So, I just need to, maybe I'll go this way, and maybe I will walk around the block. Give me a little bit of different view. I don't think it's going to rain. So, what is there to talk about, people? You know, I need to think about that, though. What would you do if you're at the end of your life? And you know you only have a little while left. What will you do? What's important? I don't know what's important. There's a basketball hoop. I could play basketball. I might even could jump up and grab a hold of that. You know how they go up there and grab the hoop way up in the air? Well, that's way down in the air. I could actually touch that, especially if I jumped. But I think just standing there, I could touch it. Okay. I'll just let you see the neighborhood again, okay? Look at that pretty house. They're all pretty. They're all pretty, and some of them have solar. See, that one's got solar up there. Do, 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 do. Dum, da, dee, da, dum. Da, 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 da. I found you. I think I might go one more block. Do, do, do. La, la, la. Da, dee, da, dum. Really, as fast as time goes by, you know, you really don't have long. So, speed her up, people. Getting things done thing. I'm excited about my car, but I'm scared about my car. I haven't driven in a long time with all these people. However, I did. I used to deliver flowers in the Vancouver area, and sometimes I'd go over to Portland. But still, I traveled in traffic, in and out and all over the place. It's funny. I told my boss when I was having an interview, okay? Told him I wasn't going to speed. I was going to drive the speed limit, you know. So they understood that. And then after you drive for a while, you find that you're speeding down the road, in and out of traffic. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I have a delivery. I have to get there today. I was just trying to rhyme. No, but there's a lot of deliveries. You wouldn't think there would be, but that's because we don't understand. But so you're delivering flowers. Okay, so they're making flower arrangements at the shop. And then there'll be a funeral. Lots of flowers, okay? A lot of people are, sending flowers. And then they're sending the big wreaths and the this and that. Plus all the other little things. I'm just saying, you find that you get around. And I found that I was speeding. And here was another trick, okay? I'm in Washington now. That's where I used to live when I was delivering flowers. But it was down in Vancouver. Did I turn that curve? I did. Okay. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Wow, that looks bad. Wonder what happened there. I'm just being nosy, okay? I'm nosy. I'm looking at this house, this beautiful house, and it's got all this nice siding. And then look over there, on the other side, over the fence. It is all, it kind of looks melted, like there was a fire there or something. I mean, it don't look burnt, but it's melted. Maybe the sun did that. But nobody else's is like that. It's kind of like where a dryer vent might have came out, but it's the whole side of the house. So I can't go over there and look. La da, do do do, da da da. Yes, as a child, I don't know how old I was, but I know it was before 6. Might have been before 5. I was a singer. And I know, at an even younger age, I was making up songs and singing away. Where did that come from? Okay, I listened to the radio in the car when Mom and Dad drove. Because I remember singing the words to, what was a song? I will follow him. I will follow him wherever he may go. There isn't an ocean too deep, a mountain so high that can keep me away from my love. Da 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 da. And I was 4 or 5. But anyway, what I started to say was, I think I've always wanted to be a singer. I know I want to write music. Not the music, but the words, okay? Because I want to communicate. I am a communicator. And then I run into problems with people. Because I ask them the same question over, okay? Part of it is that it doesn't penetrate my brain when they answer me. And one of the other problems I have is I'll ask 2 questions in one, okay? So it's like, they don't know how to answer it, for one thing. And when they do answer it, I'm going, which question did you answer, the first one or the second one? So it doesn't work very good. Pretty car, hi. I don't have any of my cards with me today. Or I might have taken the opportunity to give him one. But maybe another opportunity will show up. I just like that song. It's got a nice melody and it's got nice words. I like the part about falling into. Unless it's you I fall into. I was lost in the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. La-da. My sister says, don't you know any other words? Because it stays in my head. It just keeps popping out, just like it does when I'm talking to you guys and I got a song in the middle of talking. It's in there. That looks like a pear. Does that look like a pear? I think it does. Yes, there's more pears. I see them. And what are these things? I don't know what those things are. Something's inside those things, but I don't know what. But I saw castor oil. I don't know if I saw the whole plant, but they showed castor oil, and there was some big round balls, kind of like those brown ones, but they were green. Turns out, I guess, castor oil is pretty cool stuff. So I've got to get a hold of some of that. Now, see, I have some. But in order to get a hold of what I've already got, I've got to open up boxes. And I probably should. I just hate it. Because I know the minute I open them, I'm going to have to pack them back up. And I'm just not wanting to do that. But I do want my castor oil. And I do want to get my electromagnetic mat out and start using that. And then I need to make sure I drink my 64 ounces of water or fluid. They just said fluid, they didn't care, a day. So I have to be careful what it is I'm drinking, though. I do need to count my carbs. Try to do away with as many as I can. Let's see, like last night, what did I do? I had bread and it wasn't even butter. Should have been butter. Butter is good for you. There are some that will say it is not. Depends on what you're wanting. And then there is, I guess it's margarine. I don't know, but anything artificial we shouldn't be doing. Do 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 do. I was lost in the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. Heaven. When I'm in your arms, just hold me. Use all your charms. Somewhere it fits in there. But I think the charms I might put in myself. Da-dum, da-dum. It's you I'm thinking of. Yeah, I never wanted to fall in love with somebody so gorgeous. You know, somebody that everybody else wants their hands on. No, that's not something I would go after. Here I sit. I'm going to sit down. So what do? Fall in love with the most gorgeous man on the planet. Serious he is. And I don't want anybody else drooling over my man, but there he is. How rude. How totally rude. Anyway, I'll have to get over that. It is nice to be here at Nancy's house. She's got a nice place. My only complaint is that I'm not with my fella. And that's a big one. That's not going to happen for a while. Maybe he will. I'm not going to say that. That was totally rude. Do, 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 do. Okay, so what's another song I might could sing? Gotta be some really good songs. I know there are. It's kind of like looking for romantic words too. I'm gonna have to do some studying of romantic words so I can put them in my vocabulary. I only have a few. Pretty soon they're all used up, you know. I know one word that I do. I do adore him. And adoration is love. So that's really kind of what I'm saying is I need to find some different words that say what I already say that don't sound the same. So let's think about Jesus. What would Jesus do? He'd walk around doing good everywhere he went. And if he saw someone who was ill, lame, blind, he could fix that. And he did when he was here. He made the blind see, the deaf to hear, the lame to walk, the dead to rise up. All that stuff really happened, people. And you people that don't believe in Jesus and don't believe in God, you need to straighten up. Fly right. I think that's an expression, okay? Straighten up and fly right. My dad will always say, turn right and go straight. Turn right and go straight. And all I will say, this I can't say all I will say because I say a lot. Just do the best you can. Don't be rude and mean. People don't even realize the things they say sometimes to other people. Okay, I'm going to cough my little head off. Texting is difficult. You're coming up with the right words to say, and then you got to figure out how to spell them, and that stupid autocorrect keeps changing them, and there's just all kinds of big problems with all that, Sometimes even when I spell it right, they've done and took it wrong and put it somewhere else, which I don't like. I'm sorry about my nose. It'd be nice if life was perfect. So what we have to do is just look at our lives and see, count our blessings and know that it wasn't so bad. Well, some of it is, it was, some of it no. I understand. I understand that we all have life different. And sometimes it's horrid what's going on in somebody's life. And I have had some of that, but at least it wasn't permanent. In other words, being forced to live in a situation that's like that all the time, oh my God, no. Okay, that's who that car is. It belongs to the caregiver, okay. Pretty sure. When it's not raining, or has been raining, or whatever, I'll go back down there to that river and look at the woods. Go actually in the woods like I did, but stay there a little while, I have to make myself a sandwich and make myself a little picnic and go down there. Just visit with the trees, visit with the Lord, You know, that's a good place to pray, is inside the trees. Joseph Smith went to a grove of trees and said his prayer to the Lord. After reading James, I almost want to say 5, but I don't know. But in James, there is a scripture that talks about if any of ye lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not. Okay, now the way I understand that is, you want to know something, ask God, and He'll let you know. But you got to do it in faith. You know what I'm saying? And He'll tell you the truth. Upbraideth not. I have a feeling is what that's all about. Put your affairs in the Lord's hands, and that's what I've got to do. That is what I've got to do. And somehow I need to take it out of my hands. Just put it in His hands and let it be. If it happens, it happens. And if it don't, oh well. It won't be an oh well, okay? But there's just sometimes when we can't take care of it ourselves. We need help. And I need help. I need some miracles all around me. And they have been. They have been showing up. I mean, staying at Nancy's house was a miracle. I didn't know what I was going to do. I really didn't know what I was going to do at all. And I was feeling despair, okay? In one of my papers I wrote, without hope there is despair. We just got to keep the hope and keep the faith. Because good things do happen. My hair is frizzy. That was the word I was looking for. For some reason, my hair is all frizzy today, but at least it's clean. I dropped my phone. So at least it's clean. And after I rub my hands through it a few days, it'll be all yucky again. Okay, so that opportunity isn't going to happen. And it's probably a good thing, because like I said, it was a distraction. It would get me off my course of where I need to be. I do need my head to not hurt. So I'm not sure about that drink. Because what have I had? What have I had to eat? Okay, I ate sweets today. My sister made waffles. I did put peanut butter on them, but I put some sweet syrup. And then I did not drink any milk. And usually when I have syrup, I have to have milk. It must be like a neutralizer or something. Last I heard of Dad was a couple of days ago when he was sitting up really straight. I don't know if he was in bed or not, because it seems like when he sits up straight, he's not in bed. But Nathan was next to him, and Dad was sitting up straight, and he talked real well. So we'll just hope and pray that things continue on. I know he's got a problem with his leg. That was the reason he fell, besides getting his feet caught up, because his leg didn't move, so his foot didn't move, and then they tripped. Birds fly away. Things are going to be groovy, great. Groovy and great. How about that? I'll just say that. I'll have to have a repertoire. I don't think I'm saying that right. Anyway, I'll have to have a list of songs that I like, that I can sing, so I can think of them. I do like the old songs from when I was 16. That was when Motown, the Supremes were out then. Marvin Gaye. Somebody Greenbaum. Was it Green? No. Al Green? Is that somebody's name? Anyway, good music from way back when. Tommy James and the Shondells. I love them. Sweet cherry wine, so very fine. Do 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 do. So stimulating. Sounds like constipating. So constipating. Anyway, those are the same people who did Crimson and Clover. I'm pretty sure. Crimson and Clover, over and over. That's about all I know of that song. Okay. Otis Redding was from back then. Not sure, but I think Dock of the Bay was done by him. Sitting on the dock of the bay. There's a lot of different words flowing in my head. I'm not sure which ones go there. 2,000 miles I roamed just to make this spot my home. Sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Yeah, they are probably all mixed up, going different places. Do, 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 do. And the Beatles came out back then. The Beatles, I was in the 8th grade and they were showing them at the movie theater and everybody was screaming their head off. They were idolizing those people. But the bad thing about it was I couldn't hear the music. Here I'm at a movie theater trying to hear the Beatles and the music, and you couldn't hear a damn thing. It's just the way it was. Too busy screaming their heads off and fainting and stuff. And that was a movie. It wasn't even in real, you know. But they were something. I did like the Beatles for years and years and years. You know, their songs were real simple when they first started out. I want to hold your hand. And I understand that one. Yeah. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody or help in any way. But now those days are gone and I'm not so self-assured. I changed my mind. You open up the door. See, I'm mixing up words there. I'm probably making up words there. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. Help me get my feet back off the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Help me, help me, ooh. Okay, I got most of it, for part of it. Well, that's a Beatles song. The movie, if you guys want to see a good movie, you know, it's an old movie and it's all a matter of opinion if it's a good movie, but I love the Beatles music, okay? And then you've got the Bee Gees singing the Beatles music. Peter Frampton was in that movie too. So it's a musical. It's a musical playing Beatles music. When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, do 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 do, da 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 da. A birthday greeting, bottle of wine. Anyway, he's 64 at that point. When I'm 64. Anyway, that's just a strange song that's in that movie. So that movie's name is Sergeant Pepper's. I can't get rid of this horse in my throat. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Okay? Strawberry Fields Forever is in that. Judy in the Skies with Diamonds is in that. Something about the morning. The sun coming up. But I don't know the name of it right this minute. Anyway, so the Beatles music would be good for me to listen to. And probably dance to. I can't think of all the songs, so I guess they're not important. Okay, there's a song about a robin. Is she dancing? It's a cute song, but I can't remember it. Oh, sorry, people. I saw a yawn in your face. I wonder if they know that window's up. I'll have to ask them when they get home. So, yeah, I don't know anything at the moment that's on my mind that I want to talk about. You know, sometimes there's a lot of things in my head. And really what I want is for everybody to love everybody and be happy. No war. No war, people. And why do you have to be so greedy you got to go over and take someone else's land and their natural resources and all that stuff? Because I know that's what a lot of the war is about. Plus telling people they can't do what they've done for years, as in take drugs. You know, maybe they should keep their drugs home so that you can buy them. You know, because that's what it's all about. You guys want the monopoly on the drugs. You don't want anybody else to have something that we could get. Don't you call that greed? I do. You got something I want, so you go in and you take it. Now, food. We all need food. We need good food. We don't need the food that all the nutrients has been taken out of, because that's what they do. It's all about competition. Oh, sorry. Competition. I can't think of any other songs. Sorry. I like that Happy Together, and I'm not sure who does that. So happy together. How is the weather? La 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 la. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When the skies will be blue. Got me. All my life. You and me and you. No matter how you toss the dice. See, that's another verse. It had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. And that's where how is the weather comes in. How is the weather? La 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 la. Maybe I need to go take a nap, but really I don't. I don't want to take a nap. It seems, excuse me, it seems like when I take a nap, it just makes me more tired. But I have heard on YouTube, you hear everything on YouTube, um, that a sleep cycle is 90 minutes. Okay? So that's an hour and a half. And what they said on that show was if you're going to take a power nap, and you have time, 90 minutes is the deal. Don't go over it. Because if you do, you're going to be tired. And I don't know, maybe less will make you tired too. But I know that people take power naps all the time, like 20 or 30 minutes, maybe 40. 30 probably. My daughter can do that really well. It just dawned on me I gotta go upstairs and change the laundry. But I mean, she's good at taking a little power nap and being able to wake up and function. And if I take a nap, man, I'm tired. I can't function. I smell dryer sheets. And that's what reminded me of the laundry upstairs. So I need to go do that. Because I have some laundry in the wash machine, needs to go in the dryer. And I already tried to take the clothes out of the dryer, but they were wet. Okay, they weren't totally wet. It was it's like a quilt, okay, a quilt or a bedspread or whatever, and it was in the dryer, and it rolled up and rolled up and rolled up till it was in a ball. So the inside of that ball did not get any of the air. So you have to unball it and put it back in. That's what I did. So they should be dry by now, and then I'll put mine in there. I had a partial load, so Nancy put some in. So I was going to do mine with her the other day, but she had so much that I didn't get to do mine. So I said, okay, I guess I'm going to have to do a load, because all my shorts are gone, okay? I only have a certain amount of food. I only have a certain amount of clothes to wear that I have taken out of my suitcases anyway. So, my shorts and my t-shirts, I got to get some more. I did take out some more shirts and a different pair of shorts the other day out of a different suitcase. See, I've got this one big suitcase I have not wanted to open up. And I don't know what's in it. I mean, I know that my electromagnetic mat is in there and I need that. I just don't want the cat snagging it. Needs like a cover on it. And then I can lay on my mat and have my blood veins, vessels, whatever, open up. They'll open up and let the blood flow. And yes, if there's something bad in there, that's not good. So I have to make sure there's good things in there. One being a lot of water. And then nutrients, make sure I'm taking my pills. And that'll make it rush around and rush around and rush around. Maybe it'll work better. So like I am taking pills every day. I'm taking calcium and vitamin D and a hormone blocker, a little pill. And then I'm taking water. 64 ounces of fluid is what I'm supposed to have. And that is to help the infusion work. When they give me an IV, it's building up my bones. So the infusion is an IV, and then you need to take your calcium and vitamin D every day. And then I have that other pill. Thought about just going down to that one pill and forgetting those injections in my butt. But when she said there was improvement, that made me feel good. So I said, oh, okay. I was going to try to go on to that other pill because it's stronger, and I thought maybe I could just take pills and not have to go to the office, because that's what they said. And maybe it's the infusion that is, after a while I might not have to do that but once every 3 months. So we'll have to see. So I can do the infusion, and I can do the pills that go with that, the calcium and vitamin D, And then that other hormone blocker is a separate deal, but I'm doing that too. So I am doing a hormone blocker. It's just a little pill. But I imagine that other hormone blocker going into my butt is a lot stronger. Because it's 2 big freaking needles. One on each side of my bottom. Up above is more where my hips are. Dang. So, pick and choose. What do you want to do? I want to get my cancer under control. I don't know that you can do that, but I know it can be shrunk. So I guess that's what I want to do. I want to shrink it. Shrink that mess down. And then I've got to build up my bones, or my bones will collapse. So it is a matter of timing. I'm excited. I was able to, I have to go to town. I don't know if I mentioned it on here or not. Nancy's going to take me, Nancy and the kids are going to take me to Kennewick because I have an appointment on Friday to get cancer treatments done. There's 2 treatments that should be done that day. And so I was thinking, I need to see my surgeon on the 9th. That's not that far away. Well, you know, it is, because it's more than 2 weeks. But I called them and asked them if they could see me early, because I'm going to be there. And I don't want to have to go back and back again, because all he's going to do, my surgeon is just going to look at me and see what he thinks, and then probably schedule something. It'd be nice if he could go ahead and take care of it. But anyway, I don't think so. I think that I'm going to have to come back. Let's see, it's 8 hours. It's 4 hours there and 4 hours back, so it's 8 hours to go do that. And I haven't tried to get, I canceled my appointment with my male doctor. Was going to be a new doctor. And I haven't called back to set up an appointment with a girl. And I really should do that, I guess. Because it takes time. Their books are full. And then, I don't know how fast they can get me in to get the treatments done. See, that's the whole deal, is being able to get the treatments here. So, I'm going to see my doctor on Friday, and I'm just thinking I should wait until I see her. Because she'll go ahead and set me up an appointment, and we'll see when that appointment is for next month. And maybe my surgeon can take care of me around the same time, and so that won't be a lost cause. And I'm not saying that right. In order to go there, like I just said, it's 4 hours there and 4 hours back. And like this appointment on Friday is 8 o'clock in the morning, so I have to stay in a hotel. That situation is all taken care of this time. I don't know what will happen if I have to go again. But that's the big deal, is the cancer treatments. Can't go without the cancer treatments. The IV is no big deal at all, as far as, I mean, I'm not having any trouble with it at all. I don't know if the IV was the thing I might have trouble with, or if it's the shots. See, I get confused, because one of the things that I'm doing, I'm supposed to be able to go, if I do well, I'm supposed to be able to go 1 every 3 months instead of 1 every month. So I'm not sure if that's the injections or not. It must be, because there's only choices, the injections or the infusion. So the injections are, you know, shots in my butt, and the infusion is an IV, and they've done really good with it. And I have not had any bad. The only bad side effects I had, I'm sure that was from that hormone blocker. Probably the one I'm already taking, but also the injections is a big old strong hormone blocker. Anyway, point is, it gives me hot flashes really bad. But so far, that gabapentin has helped. I just worry about it putting me to sleep. know, because it has. I know, I've already told you. Redundancy. In other words, when I told her how bad my hot flashes were, she went from 1 to 2 pills a day to 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 at night. And I told the nurse or somebody that I wasn't doing that. I'm taking 3 at night, which I just got pills that are 300, so I can just take 1 pill instead of 3 pills. Because she had given me gabapentin 100 milligrams. That wasn't working. So, point is, she wanted me to take 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 at night. So that's what? 4, that's 7. And what I'm doing is I'm taking 1 in the morning. I was taking 2 in the morning, but it kept putting me to sleep. I'd be talking to someone that I want to talk to, and I'm falling asleep in the middle of my sentence. It's like, what? So yeah, I went down from 2 to 1. I figured I would try it. We'll do 1 in the morning, and we'll do the 3 at night when I go to bed. Sometimes I go to bed pretty late, though. But nevertheless, gabapentin puts you to sleep. I'm probably not saying it right. Excuse me if I'm not. But it does. It really makes you drowsy. And if it's going to put you to sleep in the middle of an active phone call, an active text message, whatever, that's not a good thing. So, and also the other thing is I have some pain pills. And I've been taking them in the morning. I keep forgetting to take them, so I put them in with my pills. So then I forget to take my pills. So in the afternoon, I'm taking my pills. Okay. So at that time, I'm taking a pain pill and a gabapentin. They're both pain pills, and they both make you drowsy. I don't want to be sleepy. You know? Sleep your life away. Yes, let's keep everybody alive, and let's give them all these pills. And you know what they do? Go ahead. Get mad at me. I don't care. Actually, I do. But the point is, if you watch your people that are older and they're on all this medication, their life consists of taking pills, eating, going to the bathroom, sleeping all the time, and taking more pills and sleeping. They don't have much of a life, and they're staying alive because of the pills. Don't you think there's a problem with that? I do. Myself, I do. And no, nobody wants to die, especially if it's your time to go. And I have said this before. If you have an active family life and you have people depending on you and all that stuff, that makes a difference. That at a certain age, if you're only existing because of your pills, then I think you're past what you're supposed to be doing. I know, get mad at me. But you know what I'm saying. Quality of life. God didn't put us here to stay forever. When it's time to go, we have another place to go to. We have a great place to go to. And a mother and father in heaven. Not just our mother and father down here on earth, but the ones who created us in the beginning are back there waiting for you. So you're going to stay here? You're going to stay here and take pills and live a miserable life? And then live in a nursing home and do the same thing and no one comes to see you because your family's all gone? I know I sound terrible. I just think people should wake up. Pardon the pun, wake up. But you know what I'm saying, though. We're here for a reason, to learn our lessons, to have our families. But in certain circumstances, we have a choice. We don't have to stay here and live on pills. Okay? God didn't do that. God didn't say you have to stay here and take pills and live. Maybe you live in that rocking chair. Someone's got to help you go to the bathroom. They're just thoughts, okay? Bad thoughts. Bad, 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 bad girl. So, I'll stop that. Part of it is me I'm talking about. You never know what the future is going to bring. And when I say it's me I'm talking about choices. Like treatments, cancer treatments. Different treatments that they have everybody on. I mean, how many people are taking drugs? It's all right. I'm done with that. So I've already done an hour. I don't want to end on such a bad note, though. So I'm going to continue on. I'm still on the porch. I could go take one more walk around the block. But I was pretty tired when I sat down. Oh, man. Doo-doo. Nancy got me that cup. She's so sweet. She is really a good girl. Not just a good girl, a wonderful woman. I call her little girl. She probably doesn't like that. I call Dad little boy. And he's 88. He's not a little boy. But in every one of us lies the young thing that used to be there. I used to be there. Jumping hopscotch, riding my bicycle, dancing to music, singing a song. I still sing and I still dance, but my legs are not near as strong as they used to be. Wish they were. I wish a lot of things. Wish I may, wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. If I had my wish I wish tonight, I'd be gone out of here. Not because this is a bad place to be, it's just because there's somewhere else I'd like to be. But really, right now, it might be good that I'm not there. Doo-doo. Busy, 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 busy. I don't know if I could catch up, keep up. My mouth can. I can talk. Okay, I'm going to turn you away because I'm going to take a hit off my vape pen. I'm going to hope that it works. It's been laying down for a long time. So it's all sideways. The burner is right there in the middle, so it's not really down on the burner. So maybe I'll have to wait. Or maybe I'll burn it and then it'll heat up and it'll fall down. Let me see if it's got a charge. Oh, it does. I don't know if you can see anything. I could. It is not the same, okay? It is not the same buzz that you get from flour. But you do get a buzz. It's a lot easier than messing with flour. And it's a lot smoother on your taste buds and your throat and all that. I am. I'm going to take another hit and I'm going to go for another walk. I need to walk as much as possible. And they said, I asked them, because I was worried about that, because, they talk about that infusion softening your bones, and you're trying to build up your bones, and you don't want to break your bones. And here I go for walks. And I jar myself. I mean, I do it all the time. I trip on something, and it jars my back. So I was afraid about breaking my back. Because someone had said that, yeah, people's backs just snap. And I'm going, So it's important that we take care. And I forget why I was talking about all that. And so for that, I go walking and I jar myself. Oh, I know what it was. So I asked the cancer doctor, and she said, yeah, we want you to walk. That's good. Keep walking. Because they need weight, like the pressure of the weight to help build up your bones, something. So they said walking is good. Weight bearing exercise, that's what they said. So they said walking qualified. Not a lot. A little. This vape pen has lasted a long time because I put it away. I didn't use it. Only use it in case of emergencies, and there's people in the house, so I figure it's best to be considerate. I wonder what was wrong with that. I had to have gotten really hot. I wonder if they had like a fire out there. You know, the siding I was showing you, that was all, it looked like it had been melted. Now, a really hot day could do that, but it hasn't done that to the rest of these houses. So I don't know. Hair all over the place. They're riding their little bikes. Bring back memories. Dad said I would dance and ride the bike. I got a radio one year for Christmas, okay, and I got a bike too. I think that's the year he's talking about, and I'm thinking I was in the 5th grade. I'd be dancing, but I was dancing in the crib too. I think I was dancing from the time I could, and so was my daughter. Jessica did too. There was good music on, she would bounce into it. You know, and this song, Old Black Betty came on the radio in the car. And back then, we didn't have nice car seats that you guys got today. And I had this weird, little, simple car seat that just kind of grabbed over the seat, and she was sitting right next to me, and boy, she about come out of that thing. I mean, she definitely likes music. Anyway, so do I. She took after me there. Yeah, okay. That's enough of that. I gotta get another song, people. Another song. And I don't want a sad song. I want a good, happy song. Country western songs so many times are crying in your beer drinking music. It's not something you should be listening to. Especially if it's something you're going through that you relate and stuff. Yeah, okay, that's nice and stuff, but I wouldn't want it for fun. Because music affects me. Okay? The words of music affect me. You ever have words with somebody and you're kind of arguing and then you don't end on the right note? And then the next day, when you go to talk, well, you know what? Exactly what I left with is still in my head. You know, like if you were arguing and then there were cross words and this and that, well, you need to get rid of them. Before you say goodnight, you need to make up, baby. Because if you don't, then it's right there the next day. It has not left. And not only has it not left, it has affected your night, your sleep, your everything. So you people out there, think about that. If you have words with somebody, you need to finish it up with love. You don't leave it and think that it's gone, because it's not. It's right there, and it's back with a vengeance. Understand? It has affected your night, your sleep, your morning, and then if you don't talk about it, it's affected the next day. I mean, it doesn't go away. So that's good advice. If you love somebody, you ought to take care of business, and you end on a good note. You don't end on things left undone. Linger longer. See, that's a nice set of words. Linger longer. But it wasn't nice for what I was talking about. But like at church, they have a thing called Linger Longer. And they have a thing called Fast Sunday. So Fast Sunday is the first Sunday of the month. That's where we have fast and testimony meeting. And then after class, we have dinner. A potluck. And they set it all up in the gym, and there's tables and tables and tables and chairs and chairs and chairs. And everybody gets in a line, and you form, and you take food. It's wonderful. So in that sense of the word, linger longer is great. Okay? But I was talking about the anger lingering longer than it needs to. Okay? There are times when we have to get our point across. We have to say what we have to say. But then somehow we come to the conclusion that we understand each other, and we still love each other. Okay? It's really rather important, people. All you people out there. Because I know a lot, words can get you in trouble. Saying the wrong words and you don't even know you've done it. But texting, definitely. You text somebody and they text you, and you text them and they text you. Well, okay, all of a sudden you're on a roll and you're going bunga, 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 and you're texting. You're not listening to what they're saying. And you're still way back on a conversation back then. You're still talking about it. And you haven't heard anything they've said. Well, texting sucks. But it is good too. It's nice. I love texting also, I must say. But, there's just sometimes I don't like the confusion. I don't like the misinterpretation of what you say. And then, when you're trying to talk and you're trying to look for just the right words, and then you got to spell the dadgum things, and then the spell corrector corrects it, but then it's corrected it to the wrong thing. So you got to start over and get rid of that word. And anyway, so I need to use the microphone more. But I found when I use the microphone, it's got all my words mixed up too. So really lucky that I won't say that. I'm just saying that texting makes communication good, and it makes it bad. Because there are times when you need to communicate, and if you're doing it face to face, they're interrupting you, so you're not getting it out. You're not getting all your words out before someone has gone and torn them and went somewhere else, went in a whole opposite direction because they're being offensive. Not offensive. They are. Defensive is the word. Because we all defend ourselves, and we all think someone's putting us down when they're not. Not always, Sometimes it's... And I ask people questions over and over again, and they get upset about it because I don't. What I'm trying to do is make sure before I get mad what I'm getting mad about. because they say things and if I take it wrong, it makes me mad. You know, and I'd be there mad when I didn't need to be. Maybe it was a compliment. And sometimes that happens too. So, just saying, be good. Listen to your person. Try not to take it in the wrong way. Maybe they meant it good. Maybe they had a good okay. They misunderstood something. And so then they're lashing out when they shouldn't be because they took it wrong. I do always ask a lot of questions, and I do repeat myself because I have problems. I mean, I don't always understand, and I just want to make sure I do understand. And sometimes it is to prevent anger. But you really do need to understand anyway. And I probably should get off here. It's been an hour and 16 minutes. I know my sister just drove up. But I can stay right here anyway. And that might be someone coming here. She's got a table that she's getting. She has been really good. She's done OfferUp, and she's gotten a lot of things sold. See, Philip's uncle died. And so all his stuff came over here in the garage. And so she's been selling and selling and selling stuff to help pay for the funeral. And that's where I'm getting my car too. That was his car. So anyway, I just wish I was at home doing as well as she is here. But see, she lives where there's lots of people. And that was the same thing with the dogs. We had beautiful, wonderful dogs, worth every penny. But we were out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. So that's a long ways for someone to drive. You know, if they were coming from Denver, it was 2 hours. Coming from Fort Collins, an hour and a half. Greeley was an hour and 15 minutes. But anyway, I'm just saying, location, location, location. When you're trying to sell something, that helps a lot, that you got people and that you're fairly close by. So, like, I don't know. She's still in a small town. Her town only has 7,000 people. But it's 15 minutes to where the next town is, okay? So she can go to most anything in 15 minutes. When we lived in Perryton, it took an hour just to go to Walmart. Hour there, hour back. Anyway, they're taking the table. Yeah, they're back over there figuring out how to do it. You ought to pull your car over here. I would have pulled that car up over here. Oh well. Can't tell people what to do, can you? Their car is clear the heck over there. They're carrying, oh, they got 2 cars, good, but they're carrying chairs. There's a lot of chairs around here. Nancy got rid of her table and chairs. She gave it away. And I love that. Excuse me. The table needed help, but I love the chairs. There was a set of 8 chairs, and 2 of them had arms, which I need arms. When you're older, you kind of need arms to be able to stand up very well. But anyway, I can see the treasures and everything, okay? I like that. Oh, I like that. I love that. Well, I'm so glad she's doing good. I have to learn from her so I can go do good. She's using OfferUp and Facebook. So, an hour and 20 minutes. I promise I will do some good stuff if I stick around. I do need to do, I don't know. You know what? That girl wanted me to do some beginner stuff. She's just learning about Jesus, okay? And I went to try to do beginner stuff, and I couldn't. Because the beginning takes you back to the pre-existence. You know, before this life. And then I found that I saw someone else do the same thing. The I don't know what you call it, plan of salvation, the plan of happiness. You're born. I don't know about all that, but you are born spiritually. Jesus Christ is our brother. But he was chosen. Okay, not only was he chosen, he was the firstborn. The firstborn spirit child of our Father and our Mother in heaven. Okay, so he has been with the Father from the beginning. From our beginning. Okay, because our Heavenly Father and our Heavenly Mother have made other worlds. This is just like one. But Jesus made this world. And so did we. We helped. But nevertheless, all the people that's ever been born, this is what I've always been taught, okay? And some of it seems so far-fetched, but some of it just makes such sense. We're all brothers and sisters, okay? Now, I read it to you guys on here. I read about God the Father, God the Redeemer, and God the Holy Ghost. I hadn't heard it put that way before, okay? See, God, the question was, is God one person, or is he more? So, in this book called Mormon Doctrine, I read that there's three individuals. It says that they are three individuals. They're of one mind. They know the same that the others know. They know everything. And it's probably when we get our stone, when we're past this existence. And if you've been listening to my videos, then you know what I'm talking about a stone. The Urim and Thummim. And it'll be our world in the future. And God lives on a great Urim and Thummim. And he lives on a sea of glass. For everything pertaining to his worlds that he has created comes through. He knows everything. And he knows everything that's going on about them worlds. I don't know how the heck he does. So some things we just don't need to understand, okay? Don't get all caught up in that. Just trust me. Let's see. So, there's a plan in motion. There was a plan for this earth. We had to come here and learn stuff. We had to come here and get a body. Because in the end, we'll be like our mother and father in heaven. We will have a celestialized body if we make it. Okay, if we make it. Celestials just really killer. It's the best, okay? So let's see. I do get lost. And there are people in the background, so I'm distracted. But I easily get distracted. So, I did read that in Mormon doctrine. So those of you who know about Mormon doctrine, can look it up. Look it up under God or Godhead. There's another place I was reading, though. Okay, I was reading a lot out of Mormon doctrine because I read about God. Because what Mormon doctrine is a my chest hurts. So the point is, I read about the Godhood, the Godhead, about Godhood and about Godhead. I don't know if I read about Godhood and about God. And so maybe it was when I read about Godhead, because there are three. And it did say God the Father, God the Son. I've heard it always, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. That's what's in our baptism. Okay? And, but it was interesting to me that I read that God the Redeemer. That's Jesus. Okay? Pretty important stuff. So one day, you guys should check into that. And what I was started to say was the other book that I was starting to read, but it's too heavy, is Jesus the Christ. And it's by James E. Talmage. And I guess it was printed in 1915. I washed my hair today, but it's all funky. I keep messing with it, it makes it even worse. Oh, I've never been good at all that stuff. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I curled my hair. But I'm talking about the curling irons and different things. And at this stage of the game, I don't want it ripping my hair out. So, like, I bought a curling iron, and then I didn't know when to let up from it. So it's pulling on your hair. I'm just saying, I can't afford to have anything tear my hair out of my head. I need to make it get better. And I did hear that castor oil is real good for your hair, for your scalp, and for your hair to grow. Say once a month you should treat your hair. Angle it. I'm trying to figure out how to put that table in my car. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But it is true. You can angle something and get it to fit. I'm sure it will work. When do you feel like I need something? You ever feel, I know I've tripped away from what I was talking about. Sometimes in my chest I feel like I need to eat something because it's wanting to eat me. I don't know how to explain that. But I've got a pain. I've got a pain in my chest right here. I don't know why. My hair's a mess. And Debbie, I'm wearing your shirt. And yesterday, somebody knew what it was. They said, "Oh, I like your shirt." And they were talking about Metatron. So I'm going, cool beans. I gotta quit saying that. I don't like that. I don't like the expression cool beans. I want an expression that I like. But I don't know what it is. Right. So I'm almost at an hour and a half, so I should probably gear up and stop. And I don't think this is the way my voice is supposed to sound. I think my ears are clogged up or something. So, but it could also be my voice is just not sounding right. But at least I can still sing. And I know that's a matter of opinion. My sister said to me the other day, cracked me up though. I can't remember I looked up, I was trying to look up the monkey from the zoo. And I was going, what do the monkeys look like, you know, because they were far enough away that I couldn't really get the details. And I put a video out with them. And I guess I said, what does a monkey look like? And she said, well, look in the mirror. I didn't get it at first, little turkey. But that was funny. My ear, I got this earbud in because when I listen to something, when I listen to something, then I've already got my earbud in play. Ow, that hurts. But can't really hear very good. When you get your earbuds in, you can hear good to the music or the video that I'm trying to listen to. My phone has got the worst speakers. Totally bad. Okay, so I guess what I'll do is get up. You know, I said I was going to stop. I don't know if I'm going to stop or not. Maybe I should. Thinking I might go for another walk around the block. Just one more time. And if I do, then I can still talk to you guys, right? I can let that do. Ouch. Something in back of me just pulled my hair. When I sat up. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta remember to come back and get my cup. When I took my earbud out, I guess I should put it back in. Okay. Ow. Okay, so like this thing over here might not be an earbud. I don't know. Depends on your qualifications for an earbud. Because it's big. It's not, doesn't just sit in my ear and stay there. There's stuff that goes around my ear. And then it doesn't really feel like, okay, here, see my fuzzy hair. I got fuzzy hair today. Silly girl. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to walk just a little bit more, and then I'll put this down. Sun is going to come out. I'm not sure what time it is. I'm thinking it's around 3:30. Maybe, no, it's got to be later than that. Okay, it's probably 5. I was on actually it's 6 because the caregiver just left and she leaves at 6. Go around and go around and go around. Yes, I should have been in the house doing that laundry, but I did do the laundry. It was not dry, so I had to turn it back on again. And not just turn it on again, I had to pull it out and turn it inside out, okay, because the inside is what was wet. Meaning it had rolled up into a ball, and it was a thick quilt. And there's something slow pulling up. Maybe I'm walking in their driveway, walking down their road. It's time everybody's coming home from work. It's a Kia. My granddaughter has a Kia. Maybe I'll go this way. We'll go around the block. So what is something interesting? I don't know. I should have been listening to something else, and I could report it. I did listen to a little bit, but not a lot today. Really need to listen to her. Barbara O'Neill. And she talks a lot about castor oil, but she talks about other things too. Things that are good for you. Things for fighting cancer. Things for fighting disease. Maybe for preventing disease. It's not something you think about, you know, when you think you're young and healthy. Like back to that immortal stuff. That is what I was talking about, being immortal. Okay, I guess I could carry on with that theme. Okay, so the whole big old picture, somebody's lost an earring, that I was trying to make. Okay, so you got the pre-existence, then you got this plan going on for the earth. And the reason for the earth is because, yeah, I got to that point. We want to become like our mother and father in heaven, which means we need to go through all these existences. Like we had the spiritual deal going on, but there's a whole different learning going on with this physical body. So we came to earth to get our body and to experience and to learn all kinds of lessons. And then what? You know, and there's this big old scenario that I was taught when I was in school, because I took seminary. Okay, I took 4 years of seminary, and I was taught certain things, and I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was in seminary. We were taught about the plan of salvation, you know, and we were taught about a lot of things, and then there's some things that are theories. It's just a theory. So what's the theory? Yeah, my legs are tired. I didn't make it very far. That's a cute little house. That's their garage. But isn't that cute? I think that's very cute. Okay. Myself, I don't want to live in a neighborhood, but it is nice. I would like to. You want to be in the country, but not be in the country. You want to be secluded, but be able to be out without having to drive forever to get there. Yes, my chest hurts. They need to plant some grass. They look like they have. Like maybe they planted some grass and just some of it's not grown, so they need to spread a little bit more out. I don't know. Because they do have grass you can spread out. You know, if your grass is looking a little thin, like my hair, I'd like to put some seeds on my head. No, but I do want to treat my hair. And I am going to coconut oil. That's what she said today. That's what I could share. I know, I got off on my big plan. It's too big to worry about. I'm gonna have to just do a whole video on it. Because, okay, so we're born, we grow up, we do things, then we have children, and then we learn about that. We learn what it is to be a parent of those children. Okay, and you go through all kinds of things with them. And then next thing you know, they're having their children. And so you are going through that. In other words, all these different things bring a different level of learning. Learning what it's like to be a parent. Learning what it's like to be a grandparent. Learning what it's like for your child to become a parent. And then your grandchildren and the things they go through. Okay, and then your grandchildren start having babies. So it's all this cycle, a cycle of a lot of learning going on. Feelings, dimensions of feelings. Sometimes I don't know what I mean by that, but you know, I said it for a reason. Dimensions, there are a lot of different dimensions of learning. The fifth dimension, So there's another way to take that. Anyway, I should go get my smoothie. I put it in the freezer. I think I will go do that. I was just going around this tree. Because I have a feeling that's why my chest hurts, is I haven't eaten. I had waffles, but I didn't have any milk with it. So that kind of messed that up. But I didn't really get sick, okay? So that's probably what the problem is. Between my drink that has the sweetener in it and then the waffles. But I had peanut butter, so that helped a lot. Anyway, I need to go write that down. I'm gonna stop, okay? And I will try to remember. I will give you guys a better view of the big picture. Our reason for being here. Your reason for existing. I have to make some notes, so I'm going to let you go, okay? Bye.